Sorry from cut from last video. So basically, this is what my childhood reflected on. You know, it was when the Nickelodeon Kids Choice Awards had Rosie O'Donnell, and it was popping and shit. Will Smith doing his little thing. Bow Wow, little Bow Wow, and TLC and Cleopatra. That's all my memories are based on. Like that's all the music was based on. It was based on all that stuff, and it was basically based on cartoons, watching cartoons every Saturday morning. But there's no point now. Now, one, because I'm getting old, and two, like all those cartoons suck. Like they're just not good. Well, that's my childhood. That's what it based on. The music that was in Destiny's Child, Independent Woman, Say My Name, Bills, Bills, Bills. It based on all that stuff. Like I used to listen to all that stuff. I used to. I still do now, because that's the only good music. And I'm not listening to all that trash stuff like that Lil Wayne shit. Like I just don't. I know, oh, you're black, you should be able to listen. Well, nah, I don't like that. I don't like Drake either. I just don't. I'm sorry if y'all like Drake. I like his music is ill. I don't like it. He's just better off playing his role in Degrassi and everything else. Um, Other music I liked. Let's see. I thought cause I used to listen to NSYNC. I'm not gay. I'm not fucking gay. Backstreet Boys. My sister had like the whole album, and like it was annoying, and she kept playing it all the time. Well, my older siblings are true '90s kids. I'm just a late one. I'm not a true '90s kid. I'm not. I'm just. It's not me because I can't say that. I'm not supposed to. That's not me. I'm not really a '90s kid. I'm just a late and early 2000s because I started middle school in the middle 2000s. That's what I did. See, and that's my middle school, and that's when I started teenagehood, and that's when I started, realizing all that stuff. But like kids now, they're really like they're knowing about sex too early. That's just shit's not right. You know, iCarly, they know about kissing. 6-year-olds watching that. That's just fucked up. It's just not right. Like they shouldn't be putting shows like iCarly on there. If it's what is it like? Is it TV PG or TVY7? But still though, it's just no. I don't care what it is. It's still bad. Kids shouldn't be watching that. And let's see. Remember Subumafu? The little lemur, and Chris and Martin. The Crap Brothers. They're walking in the woods one day and they saw something strange and they saw a lemur like the bounds in play. They're jumping with him. They just follow their new friend to this conjunction. And then they're like, why am I reciting the lyrics? Oh my god. Yeah, that's how I know I'm getting old. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I feel retarded, laughing to myself. But yeah, those are the cartoons I faced on. I didn't really, I didn't really focus on Disney Channel. But does anyone, remember, when before like a Disney movie plays on TV, they had that little thing with Tinkerbell going to the castle. You see like all those Toy Story movies, all those Disney movies. It's on like some kind of paper thing, like if you've ever been to Disney World, you see those things, with, like the drawings on them, yeah, like that, like anyone remember that? Yes, I do. Because one, it had Toy Story, and then they had the Down 101 Dalmatians, and it had Toy Story on there. Yeah, that's what it. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I remember this segment with that, and I didn't really focus on Disney Channel. I just didn't. It was for me. It was Kids WB when it was popping, when Cleopatra was on there for one time, and then it's based on Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, PBS Kids, and ABC Kids Saturday mornings. That's what I focus on. That's what my childhood actually based on, and it based on when MTV actually had music and not those gay ass reality shows. Like 16 and pregnant. Like who would want to see someone my around my age get pregnant, having babies and shit. That's something's fucked up about it. But it's just not right. MTV was not reality shows, all reality shows. It was just music too. And 106 in Park, BET, shit, yo. People used to watch BET. I think I came out like 2001. Yeah. I don't know, but it's still really old. I remember when, actually used to be, what's his face, AJ and Free. It started with AJ and Free. I don't think this is 90s. This is not 90s, but like, I just stopped watching it when Free left because AJ left first. I think one of them left first, and then when the other left, I just stopped watching. But I used to watch those shows. Well, yeah, 106 in Park. Like BET wasn't entirely just black entertainment. It had the Parkers. Remember when the Parkers came out? It was actually a spin-off of Brandy, and because Brandy had her show too. And you want to know how I remember this stuff? I actually have a good memory of everything. Remember when I remember just like 97, 98, and 99 were the and 2000 was they were like the golden years for me, like because that's when everybody started liking things and got into NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. Show Me the Meaning of Being Lonely. That one song, it actually got people got their feelings and all that stuff. It was actually a good song. Like I say, I'm not gay, but like yeah, it was actually they're actually good songs. I rather listen to that than Justin Bieber. I hate Justin Bieber. And Ludacris, I lost respect for him when he started singing with Justin Bieber. It was just I wanted hit him. I just wanted to just be like slacking him in the back of the head and be like, what the hell are you doing? Because I don't respect him anymore. And Busta Rhymes, I remember when he had that song with "Give Me Some More," little dude running. It was crazy. Like Busta Rhymes, his music sucks now. I was like, ew. Like, respect my conglomerate. That was the dumbest song ever. Fail, fail. And see, I'm not entirely a '90s kid. I'm not gonna mind. Like, I'm not gonna remember when Tupac got shot and Biggie got shot too. I'm not gonna remember that stuff. Like I wasn't. I was like a baby. I was still a baby when that happened. I eventually found that out in like 1988 or 99. I eventually found that out that they died. Cause I thought, cause for some reason I thought Biggie died in '98 because his song Changes came out in '98, but he actually died in '97, and that was a year before '98. Obviously, if you do math, you would know. But like honestly, here's my ending statement to you know here's my ending statement. '80s born people are the real '90s kids, real. And if you're born in the early '90s like I was, you're a late '90s kid. Or if you're born like the late early '90s, like late early like '93, '94, '95, you're a late '90s and the early 2000s kid because your your childhood ended in the late no in the mid 2000s. And if you were born 95, 96, you just had a great childhood. Like, yeah, you were a 2000s kid, but like 95 actually had 95 born people actually had memories in the 90s, but like you guys still had a great childhood because the early 2000s had like the 90s feel. Like I'm not dissing on them because they're the younger than me. They could be late 90s kids for all I know, but like they actually have like they actually had 95 born people and 96 born people had great childhoods, but after that childhood just sucked. If you were born after '96, your childhood just sucked. It don't matter. Like you don't even have to be focusing on who's a '90s kid or not. That like it doesn't matter if you're like an '80s kid or a '90s kid or whatever like that. If you had a great childhood, that's the most important thing. That's like the most important thing. If you had a great childhood, that's the most important thing. Not like if like you're born in '99, yeah, I wouldn't really focus on that. But if I were to care, I would say I'd be a late '90s and an early 2000s kid, and I'm a late 2000s teen, and my teenage is almost over. right now. So yeah, that's my ending statement. And if you want me, talk about, if you want me to make more videos, reflecting on, childhoods and everything, what happened with like Hey Arnold and Kablam and all that stuff. Let me tell you one thing. Kablam only ended because SpongeBob was getting more views and Kablam was getting like less views. I don't even know how that happened, but they fucked everything up. So if you want me to make me like more videos, I will. But that's my ending statement. Alright. Peace out, YouTube.